You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Yes, we all know that today is the Anambra governorship election and it's holding in Anambra State. As empty streets in Anambra as Ohaneze urges residents to come out to vote en masse. Today being November 6th is the virtually all the streets in Awka, Anambra State capital were on Friday in lack of peoples as residents closed shops, including corporate activities in compliance to the 1 week sit at home ordered by the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. Well, business hubs such as Aroma and Unizik junctions were with the scanty presence of people from morning till evening rather. Well, journalists and other election observers moving to different parts of the state such as Nnewi to cover the Saturday governorship election could not find transportation since the movement was paralyzed. A commercial car that agreed for hire to Equilobia charged as high as 15,000 in a journey that ordinarily would not have cost more than 8,000 naira. But Ohaneze Indigbo, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary Alex Ogbonaya, applauded the decision of the IPOB indigenous people of Biafra to cancel the 1 week sit-at-home order earlier scheduled to commence on Friday and urged the people of the state to come out en masse to cast their vote. Ogbonaya said that the statement by Ima Powerful, the spokesman of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, that they have heeded the advice of the well-meaning Igbos was a welcome development. Ohaneze Indigbo had earlier pleaded with IPOB to reconsider its position on sit-at-home syndrome in the southeast or southeastern part of the country called Nigeria, and also reiterating that self-immolation is the worst form of rights and struggles. Ohaneze maintained that IPOB was a child of circumstance occasioned by and orchestrated with national political decisions, and which requires a political solution that it said the leadership of the Southeast are committed to. Professor Obiozo urges all the Anambra indigenes to come out and exercise their franchise in the November 6th governorship election. The presence of security operatives in thousands should not be a source of fear and trepidation or intimidation, rather a confidence-building dynamic by the federal government to guarantee adequate security of lives and properties in the state. Ohaneze Indigbo requests the Chief of Army Staff, the Inspector General of Police, and all the service chiefs whose men are involved in the Anambra election to ensure that the security operatives observe strictly the best global standard of rules of engagement with the good people of Anambra State. What Ohaneze is saying in essence is that they should add professionalism. Well, as it is, I believe the Igbos or either the indigenous people of Biafra and the people of Anambra also know what it takes to vote, and they know the antecedent of this special Buhari-led administration, because I call it special just because they have really done a whole havoc to the people of Nigeria, not even the Igbos or not IPOB. And this is not a situation whereby we say IPOB or Biafra are the ones instigating the people of Anambra or thereabout not to come out, because every individual knows their left from their right, and they know the antecedents of this so-called administration. Well, maybe Ohaneze is employing or is begging or is applauding whatever he may say. He cannot force anybody, or they cannot force anybody. Nobody can force anybody to vote for anybody, because they believe that is not what should be the priority as it is as at now. Well, maybe the statement which we even committed to by what Ohaneze Indigbo has just said, it says that the federal government or the federal security operatives should synergize with the traditional ruler town union president and local community vigilante for effective coordination of the voting process, Ogbonaya had said. Ohaneze Ndigbo informed the chairman, Independent Electoral Commission (INEC), that a credible election in Anambra State on November 6 will redound to the reputation of the President Muhammadu Buhari and Nigeria in the Committee of Nations. Ohaneze noted that it was non-partisan and neutral in the Anambra State governorship election, stating that all the candidates were its illustrious sons and prayed for the best candidate to win. Definitely that's what it is, and we believe that if definitely there's going to be election, or there is election going on right now and people are voting, definitely as it's been said that there are empty shops, empty streets, empty venue, so this election, like I was saying, shouldn't be the priority and priority of the people. Maybe the government, they're trying to make sure that the APC wins that region. That is none of IPOB's business. That is none of the patriotic Nigerians citizens' business, because as it is, they are still in the shock of the NSAS protest. Or rather, I would say Anambra Kanu is still in the custody of the DSS, doing nothing. What has he done? He's doing nothing. That's just the irony of all. Because the IPOB says until Anambra Kanu is being released, there is no participation in this government policy or government business, because I believe it's government business, politicians' business. Their business is to come to election ground, voting ground, for people to vote for them. And now the people that you want them to vote for you, you have not really served those people. You have not even come to their aid and even address them concerning what has been going on, especially in the area of security. And in other words, they are accusing indigenous people of Biafra and that they are the ones perpetrating evil. None of these so-called candidates have even ever come out to say, okay, this is what we want to do, and this is my people. I don't think these people are the ones committing this havoc or provocating people or killing people or disturbing the peace of the land. But instead they kept quiet, and what their business is all about is just election. This is the election. Then the people you think they will vote for you and not serve them, you are thinking they will now come and vote for you. You have really failed woefully. Well, I'm going to be reading one or two comments. Somebody says, say Baba, then APC has won the election, go out, vote, and maybe lost. Okay, I don't know the English just so awkward. According to this person, says with all these fierce looking and trigger happy soldiers and policemen parading the streets of Anambra State, anybody who listens to Ohaneze's rants and goes out does so at his or her own risk. I know voting is one's big civic responsibility and your responsibility to his country, but the real situation on ground suggests one chose the best option available, life first. Well, he says he has said his own. Everybody needs to stay at home, apart from the soldiers that are being transported over there. I would believe, or I would say that election in Nigeria is a scam. You understand? So we have not gone out from the trauma of this so-called NSAS protest. People that were killed, the massacre is still ringing in people's head, and now telling us about a governorship election, presidential election. Well, Yoruba Nation has said there won't be election in 2023, and even the Indigbo IPOB has already said there won't be election come 2023. So you want them to go and swallow back their vomit. Well, I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.